tendencies of his. Let's see how he is in the race. I think we're set to go. Here's Richard.
Calva and Fair Part Similar amongst the first two to show in the very early stages here, with Forever Day Long with the white face. They're being followed through over on the far side by Sam Bella in the pale blue. Look Alive and the nose-banded Jewel in the Name not that far away, in company with Ashley Hollow. As the leaders race towards the first, Russian Exile settles in midfield. Mr. Minerals is towards the mid-division as well, in company with Sandro Botticelli, who's towards the inside, and the Rosary Flyer as Calva leads them over flight number 1, which they all take. Himmamaya was the back marker over it, also held up the likes of Gates Pass. House the Cricket is quite well back in the field as they make their way towards the second. So Calva just having a look around from Fair Part Similar, Forever Day Long with the white face, then Look Alive, who races in fourth. Himmamaya skied that flight of hurdles and is already detached and being pushed along. So Calva it is who leads in the mauve jacket from Fair Part Similar, who's quite keen in the blue and yellow. Forever Day Long with the white face, white sheepskin noseband Sam Bella with Look Alive on the outside of Russian Exile, and then behind these Ashley Hollow. Sandro Botticelli on the inside of Azari and IOU as they turn away from the stands. Jewel in the Name comes next. House the Cricket is towards the back of the field with Mr. Minerals, the Rosary Flyers in that rear division as well. The back few, they include the likes of Gates Pass, and last of all Himmamaya. They're just preceded by Panatos as they turn into the back straight. So Calva it is who leads Fair Part Similar, Sam Bella and Forever Day Long as they turn right-handed into the back straight. Russian Exile racing on the inside of Look Alive. They're followed through by Ashley Hollow, Sandro Botticelli with Azari in that little cluster as well as they take the first in the back straight. They are all over, although Himmamaya, with that rather idiosyncratic jumping style, continues to lose ground. Quick run towards the next, Calva and Fair Part Similar. Over in the lead from Forever Day Long, then Look Alive. Russian Exile comes next, as again the mistake right at the back by the tailed off Himmamaya. Russian Exile's partner at this stage towards the outside is the Ashley Hollow. IOU comes next, just ahead of the Rosary Flyer. So Calva and Fair Part Similar lead the field over the next flight of hurdles. Look Alive and Forever Day Long give chase with Russian Exile. They race just ahead of the Rosary Flyer, who's towards the outside. Ashley Hollow in that little chasing group as well with Sandro Botticelli, as the leaders are already over the next, apart from Himmamaya, who was pulled up before taking it. So now this long run, and Calva and Fair Part Similar, the two that dominated the market, are well to the fore here, with Forever Day Long in third place and 4 lengths back to Look Alive. Then behind these, towards the outside, the Rosary Flyer of Ashley Hollow. Russian Exiles pushed along, passed by Sam Bella, then Jewel in the Name. Gates Pass making a few places right from the back of the field as the leaders around the side of the racecourse. So Calva Fair Part Similar, the interloper, and amongst the outsiders is the Taunton Racecourse Owners Group. Forever Day Long is running a mighty race at this stage. They're away from Ashley Hollow, then towards the inside Look Alive, who's pushed along, and then the Rosary Flyer. Looking for any others making ground from the back. There's not many. Jewel in the Name. House the Cricket is making some progress right up on the outside of the field as well as they make their journey up the home straight. So Fair Part Similar and Calva from Forever Day Long, and this trio are a mile clear of the others with Look Alive as they race towards the second last. Fair Part Similar challenges Calva Forever Day Long's now back in third place as they head down towards the last. Calva in the mauve colours. Fair Part Similar are back in the field. Jewel in the Name came down when well beaten as the leaders race towards the last. Calva didn't put in a great stride at the last, still has a narrow lead from Fair Part Similar, who landed with a bit more momentum. The two of them pulling clear from Forever Day Long. Fair Part Similar and Calva in a real tooth and nail struggle towards the line. Calva is searching close home. Still Fair Part Similar coming back, and the line is very close. Calva possibly from Fair Part Similar, who fought all the way to the line. They finished miles clear of Forever Day Long, who in turn was a long way clear from House the Cricket, and then back in fifth place. Look Alive, go to the judge. Great finish.
Photo finish.
The market suggested this was a two-horse race in the absence of glory and fortune between Calva and Fair Part Similar, and they've served up a treat. And Judge Guy Lewis has called for the evidence of the camera to confirm. I think it will confirm that Calva has won. The freeze frame would tend to confirm that. He's horse number 1, Fair Part Similar is 2. We'll await official confirmation. And here it comes.
First place, first, number 1.
3 on the day for Paul Nichols and Harry Cobden. Calva at 8 to 13. Solidly backed just before the off, adding to the successes of Worthy Farm and Kill Anna back in our first race. This one altogether much more hard fought. And they've, between them, first and second, served us up a little bit of a treat in the home straight.
Didn't they, Josh? It didn't look likely on the home turn because the eventual runner-up looked like it might be in a bit of trouble, but came back to join the winner 2 out, and they've fought it out tooth and nail. Winner doesn't jump the last all that well, runner-up just nods a bit, so honours equal there, and they both just sort of tended to drift left towards the rail, but in the end, experience perhaps might have just told, but there's nothing between them really. And the only other one almost worth mentioning is the third, who kept with them for a long way for Everyday's Long and has finished well clear of everything else in that position.
Yeah, a long way clear of some horses, a few of whom were in trouble a long way out. Yeah, each of them just inclined to lug to the left on the run-in to get closer to the hedge, but there was no contact. They maintained distance between them, no sense of intimidation. Yeah, you're right, it was 6 of one and half a dozen of the other at the last. One hit it hard, the other jumped it okay, nodded on landing, but neither, despite edging left, has flinched under pressure.
No, they've really fought out exciting finish. You couldn't really ask for much more than that from what was a sort of odd-looking race beforehand.
So it's been a good afternoon for Paul Nicholls and Harry Cobden. They both got chances later on. They team up with Lidford Lad in the concluding bumper, and Harry's got a ride for Colin Tizard aboard Jade Track Park Holmes as he makes his chasing debut in our next. That's up at 3:25. In the meantime, we can get back to Nick and wrap up the full SPs on our 2:55.
Thank you, Stuart. The Paul Nicholls, Harry Cobden bandwagon, that rolls on. That's a hat-trick now. 8-13 favourite, 3 on the board. Fair Parts of Ola, 64 was second. Forever Day Long, 33 was third. But Calva Doge was a winner from Fair Parts of Ola in a good battle up to the line. Right, we've got the 3:05 from Meydan next. It's the first thoroughbred race, and a good one at that. It's a Group 2, the Al Rashidia on the turf over a mile and 1. Barney Roy is 6-5. Dream Castle is 11-4. Loxley 7-1 along with Mountain Hunter. Majestic Mambo 11-1. Sharpalo, who ran here last week, 50s. Light the Lights at 66-1. 6-5 then about Barney Roy, who back one with Richard Hannon was the winner of the St James's Palace Stakes back in 2017. Since retired and returned to racing with Charlie Appleby, but we're not too far away. And a crack